In this video, we're going to be looking at creating some of the surface features on our part. We have a rectangle that's extruded cut down into the material, and we have these two circular shapes which are extruded boss bases up out of it. Those two also have additional features of domes, inverted and normal domes that we'll look at in the next video, as well as that last part. So to start us off here, we need to select our face that we're going to be working with, which is this top face. So I just click on it. Okay, then we go up to extruded cut because we're making a cut. And that opens up a sketch window. So we're in a sketch now. And in the sketch now, we're going to sketch that rectangle. Now instead of just using smart dimensions and our tools up here on the board to make our sketches, we'll use the Microscribe. So we'll click on our rectangle tool, which we need to enter 5 points in for it. Okay, so we start on one of the sides, and we always work in a clockwise direction. And we make 2 measurements on the first side of the rectangle and 1 of the other 3 sides. And our rectangle is drawing in this case. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we also want to make a quick measurement here of the depth of our cut. So we go to caliper, 2 points, delta Z. And it tries to make a 3D sketch in this case, which we don't need. So I can go back to my delta Z value again. I'm looking for 2 points. So I pick a point at the bottom and a point on the top of the plane, and that's been saved to the clipboard, 0.12 inches. That's the depth of our cut. Okay, so I can go over here then to exit my sketch, and I'll get rid of this 3D sketch which popped up because we don't want that. And our extruded cut has disappeared in this case, so we'll just kind of restart that again. It looks like I have to dimension it yet too. So let's edit our sketch. So I did not do my dimensions. And I want to add a few relations in this case. I want to make sure that my opposite sides are parallel with each other. And I want to make sure my sides, opposite sides or adjacent sides, are perpendicular to each other. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to make sure that one of my faces here, one of the parallel sides, and our edge of the bottom edge are parallel. So that should make us nice and square. Okay, now that I've got that much done, now I can exit my sketch again. And now I can just make sure I have that sketch selected either here, or I can click on it on the diagram. And we'll go extruded cut. Now the distance we want here, which is highlighted, is that distance we measured with the Microscribe, which is 0.12 inches. I just Control V and put that in. And we click OK, and that should have a value that's cut in now. We see that rectangle is cut in. Okay, let's square that up again, going normal to. And now I want to go ahead and do the same thing. I want to make the circles. So we'll go over here again, in our menu bar we'll choose the circle value. And we have to select our plane first. Select the circle. And now we need to have a minimum of 6 points around our circle. So we just start again and work our way around the circle. Okay, and there's the first circle. And I can go ahead and do the second circle right away as well. We'll actually do the first circle first because then we need to extrude them a little bit differently. So I can exit my sketch. We'll make a measurement again of how high we want to go. In this case, it'll be a delta V value again, or delta Z value again. And that will be from the base to just that very top edge before it goes down inside. And 0.14 inches is our extruded height. So now in our sketch, we're going to exit that sketch. We're going to get rid of this 3D sketch which pops up again. And we're going to go, I have selected my sketch here, which is the circular shape. And I'm going to extruded boss base and Control V to get that 0.14 inches in. And that one is extruded. Let's take a look. Yep, there it pops up. Go normal to again. And we'll do that one more time on our surface. We'll put the second circle in. We want to put up to 6 points. So 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. And then the last thing we'll do quickly before we move it and extrude it is to measure the height, again, just to the top of the piece, which is probably going to be the same as it was before. We want to check and make sure. So we start at the bottom of the plane, and we put right at the top of the wall before the dome starts coming up. In this case, we have 0.13. So it's basically the same thing, but we'll use this value that we have. Okay, 3D sketch. Let's go to exit the sketch. Again, I don't know why this 3D sketch keeps popping up, but we don't need it, so we'll just get rid of it. Highlight my sketch, extrude boss base, and we want 0.13 inches, and extrude. Okay, and so now we have our two circles extruded and our rectangle cut in. And that's this video. Next one, we'll look at the two domes and start on the last feature.